Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Seems to be a page seems to be hidden here. It is possible if anybody finds these memories, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in a great world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrate author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that the reason usually prevails in the end. Sounds like a direct quote from the book, if you ask me. And my chance, a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intelligence and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeepings of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. Hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this presents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay. Well, we found a cylinder already. Just gotta get 2 more. It's safe there. Hawkins can't get it. But hmm. So it doesn't have individual stuff. Oh, thank you. Hmm. So, what happened to that cylinder I got?
Another volume by Arkham Edition. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Hmm.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
6,
How many volumes are there in this collection?
4,
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
9. I'm missing a book. 5. Why aren't you lit up?
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Number 7 is missing. No.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
That's 8. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. Ah, there's 7. So why isn't 5 marked?
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Well, I've got 3 cylinders now. Medicine! Cha-ching. Ooh. So number 5 is probably going to come up later. As important. Why, you say? Because it's literally the only one that's not lit. Big brain activated. How do I listen to the cylinders? I need a monophone or something like that. Ah!
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay. So, number 9, chess.
The Queen has little protection.
This is true. There are 3 white pieces.
The Queen has little protection.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay. So, check. No. Two moves till checkmate. Wait. It's not checkmate. No. Okay, so Queen's diversion. Queen may not be protected, but doesn't tell me whose move it is either. So 4 pieces, 2 possible moves. The red
The
stones.
chalice of
1.
knowledge.
That's why you have the crack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4. Number 9.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Pittman Derby, also known as the Nightmare Lyrics, this collection of poems was first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. Learned of an Arkham, a luxury collection of treasures and works on the supernatural. E.B. Derby. That's different. Okay, 5 gems. Four pieces of chess. So, 1908, 18. 1908. He was 18. Value number 9. There's 4 pieces. 6 if you include the 2 on the side. 5 rubies. Were there other rubies?
What did Drake say about this collection?
He was especially interested in number 9. Pittman Derby, also known as the Nightmare Lyrics, this collection of poems was century received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This volume is part of the Arkham College. Okay. Especially interested in number 9. So number 5 is not even important.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
He did. But they want you to use your brain.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
It was said that the opera was performed once, only once, resulted in its rot and left several dead and missing. The volume is part of an
What did Drake say about this collection?
What are key text and main bang. This volume is part of
Drake talked about a particular volume.
He did. Controlled by the mothers of people.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? The Chalice of Knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't see any hidden gems. Hybrid gems. It's going to be so simple, I'm going to be
And these
aggravated.
red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
I'm willing to pay to know its secrets.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Azathoth and Other Horrors.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Part of my work, part of my work, part of my work. I'll say all the same thing. Part of my work, part of my work, part of my work. Archaeology. I would pay to reveal its secrets.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Seems to me, gold and decorated real precious stones, but the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif. I would pay. Lock and secret Haven't paid that. Did he pay? If anybody's got any idea of what I should be doing, please let me know.
The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection.
No, I can't play the chess. Maybe I need to find a chess piece. I'll eat together.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Redstone set in gold. Is he really talking about the chalice? Or something else? The key that bears the elder sign is only one protects. Forces the greater one.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
He's only 18 years old. He was only 18 years old. He was only... There we go. It was 3 that were rivaling for the queen. Not 4, not 8, no. God. He sees me. Hello. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an adopted burglar. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the later and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. This irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Well, that's kooky.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, If there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Wait a minute, am I Mr. Hawkins?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
She's gonna sell me out.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
You think? Okay. Good thing I read all those medical books.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Right?
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank...
I'm just a man in a woman's body now.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Got the water off.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of
No,
Donovan.
you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Wow.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Oh, you know. Just hanging up.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit.
Sounds like you went through the hole in the ground.
Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Miss Andrew. Oh, wait. What? Wow. Well. Things just keep getting worse and worse. Bill's here.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
I wonder who could have done
Another
that.
insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Making enemies. Not a good idea.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Dr. Colden. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
A door not open? How dare I?
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Like hell I can. I'm Spider-Man. Okay, I think I'm at the point where I found everything.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Okay. Moving on.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
No talking, no talking.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
What do you gotta be jacking me? I think he just farted. Doop de doop doop.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Ah, okay, and second tool, just in case.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Hippocratic Oath. Oh, yes. Where is the bloody washroom? There it is.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right. I should go another way.
Search Fuller's office. Did I just do that? I missed something, dang it.
I should go another way.
You stand out. It's like I'm missing something and I don't know what it is. Am I supposed to be caught? Oh.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient
This
appears
finger
to have finally
belonged to a
accepted
woman.
the illusory
Why keep it
nature
here?
Of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Why is Ethan on medication?
The burnt shoe. Mrs. Hawkins' burnt shoe.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Okay, that makes all more sense.
I should go another way.
Okay, so nothing's really changed. Now I just gotta find a way to go to the basement. Wait, it was that one door. Swiggity swag. Oh, damn. Hello. Well, there are so many more questions down here in the basement. Unfortunately, I think we run out of time for tonight. Please continue with this story with me. I am completely enthralled into this. I want to know what happens next. I really do. But I need to go to bed. And that's just the price you pay for streaming so late. I hope you all enjoyed the video with me today and the live stream. If you liked it, follow. Yeah. Happy Halloween. Stay tuned to part 3. I intend to stream around 9 o'clock at night to midnight at my time. I'll start putting it on the schedule so it's more knowledgeable what time around other people's areas. Until then, y'all have a great day. Take it easy.